Bobby, Jonathan, Adamson, what is this story, brother? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, Danny. All good?
Yeah. Living the dream, dude. Look where I am. Living the dream.
Living the
Absolutely.
dream. Missed the place.
Yeah. So here, dude, you're going to give us a wee rundown on your time so far on the elite coaching certification. Yes.
Yes,
All
definitely.
right.
Can't
All
wait.
right, mate. All right, mate. Cool. So look, first of all, tell us, what were you doing before you came to elite? Because I remember you come up during one of our previous part-time courses. You kind of had a look around. We had a quick conversation, and then you were like, "Dude, I'm in." So
Yeah.
what were you at then? What were you doing then?
Well, I'm still there. I'm still working in a safety supplies company.
Okay.
Um, and I distinctly remember when I was doing my research for a course, I remember seeing one of the first quotes from Elite was, "If you're looking forward to the weekend, your shit's broken." And
Okay.
I was just thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, I really resonate with that. And then, yeah, as you say, I came down, seen it all live in action, and walked away knowing that, yeah, this is definitely for me.
Classmate. So, right, okay. So then you enrolled on the January. Like, was there anything you were sort of a wee bit hesitant about? Was there anything maybe you were worried about or skeptical about? Even before maybe you called up to see us that time?
Um, Not so much skeptical. Definitely going to see it live in action that day reassured me more.
Uh-huh.
It was probably just the anxious feeling of the wait, because like that was back in September, and then obviously it wasn't starting in January, so it was just really the anxious wait. And obviously, as the time was getting closer, a wee bit of the butterflies set in,
Hmm.
and then when we all like the icebreaker for me was when you got us all onto the WhatsApp group chat, and
Yeah.
then that gave us a chance to sort of talk, and everybody was really on the same boat. Everybody was like, "Oh, I'm actually sort of shit myself," and then we were just like, "Come on, let's just do it." And
Yeah.
then look
And
at us
your,
now,
your
4 months.
career, dude, like your career or something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Team Alpha. Like, shout out to them, big
Yeah.
family now.
Big time, dude. They're a good crew. Okay, so like, you said was it when I sort of added you guys into the WhatsApp group and all? Was that when you knew you had sort of made the right decision coming to Elite, or when was that moment?
That moment for me, you see, to be honest, that moment for me was even before I came down to see it live in action.
Right. Okay.
That the moment I realized that I knew I made the decision was the time that you rang me.
Hmm.
So like obviously when you go into the website, put in your email address, you rang me, and the one thing that I always appreciated, even looking back now, is that you didn't try to sell me it.
Oh, okay.
Like we literally just had a chat as if we were already mates. I'm sure we didn't even know each other. But like
Yeah.
you just you were so dead on about it, and you didn't try to sell me the course. You were just like, is this, trying to find out more about me.
Yeah.
And it was just more of as I say, it was more of a reassurance when I went down to see it live in action.
Yeah, well, that's
So
good to know. I mean, that's what the aim is for whenever I speak to people here. It's just finding out if people are if we're going to be right for people, if people are going to be right for us. I mean, that's essentially that's the way I go about it anyway. And I'm glad you got that. I'm glad you got that sort of perception.
yeah,
Okay, man.
100%.
We're all on lockdown at the minute here. You
Yeah.
know, it is what it is. Like, what do you do? I mean, has how have you felt during all this here anyway?
Well, for me personally, I'm sort of one of the lucky ones that I actually wasn't furloughed or anything from work. So I still have a routine, which is good because I actually couldn't imagine not having a routine, just staying at home on my arse all day.
Yeah.
What I will say is though, I mean, and I've talked about it in the 30-day video challenge that you got us to do, that the one thing that really stood out so far is you never hit pause. There's a lot of places I would have hit pause and you didn't. Like we have been doing Zoom calls on our nights.
Yeah.
It's like 2 months now, and it hasn't seemed like 2 months in a way, but it's crazy to think it has been 2 months.
No.
But like I still look forward to it. Like, even though we only got what was it, 5, 6 weeks we only got in the gym floor,
Yeah.
but like everything was obviously brought forward, like all the theory. Like we've done all the theory,
Yeah.
and like never missed out on any of the knowledge bombs. Like, I'd actually say we've probably got more knowledge with being in the Zoom, because obviously the Zoom calls can be recorded, so
Yeah.
we can go back if we aren't sharing something. We're able to go back.
Yeah.
So I find that very, very good.
Yeah, it was an eye opener for us as well, dude. Like really, like we definitely should have been doing stuff like that before, but you know,
Yeah,
it is what it is. It's been beneficial, if anything. But you know, I'm looking forward to getting
definitely
you guys
has.
in on the gym floor again for sure.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good, dude. It's gonna be so good. So, what's been the specific results so far, mate?
Again, just the knowledge and the level of education that I've been receiving since January. It's just like one thing that a lot of the Team Alpha ones will agree with me is I was doing press ups on the bench wrong for pretty much the whole time.
Right.
I was
Okay.
really shocked that I was doing it wrong. Like, we were taught the proper way, just the proper form, which is what I have loved. I've loved the practical end. I've always been like a practical minded person, so I've
Yeah.
really loved that, knowing the proper form to do certain movements,
Mm-hmm.
and just the education as well. Like, there's stuff on the theory that I find really interesting that I had no clue. Was able to find out more about supplements and your macronutrients, and just just everything. It's just been great.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. That's cool, mate. And dude, who would you recommend do this course?
I would recommend anybody who wants a successful career in the fitness industry. I would humbly recommend go to Elite. I wouldn't recommend anywhere else. Like, this is what I mean. I was literally this close before I came across Elite. I was this close to signing up to like a night tech course. I
Mm-hmm.
was only like 1 day a week for a whole academic year, and I'm so glad I didn't do it, because I definitely wouldn't have got the education that I've been getting now. So
Yeah.
if you're watching this, and hopefully you are, get signed up, because you'll never regret it. It is life changing.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much, dude. And you know what? Even throughout all the current circumstances, mate, you've been an absolute fucking shining light throughout this, dude. 100%.
So have you, keeping us
100%, man.
Alpha and even Delta as well in tow.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, dude. Thank you very much for that, mate. Much appreciated. And it's always good
No
to see you, bro.
problem. Yeah, it's good to see you too.
Yep. Take care, my man.
You too.
Have a good day.
Sweet.